I'm sure that most of you watching this are aware of the popular Owl House theory that Evelyn was a Clawthorn. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the Wittebros lore and how they could be related to Edalyn. The Owl House spoilers ahead. Make sure you watch all the way to For the Future to avoid getting spoiled. On with the video. In case you didn't know, the Wittebros, as the fandom calls them, refers to Philip Wittebane and his older brother Caleb Wittebane. We've gotten multiple hints at the fact that Caleb is his name from what Flapjack tells Hunter in Any Sport in a Storm.
Caleb? Jasper Blood Williams.
And what Bellows yells at Hunter in a fit of rage during King's Tide.
Hunter, why are you hurting me? I only wanted to help you.
You're lying! Caleb?
Philip and Caleb were humans living in Gravesfield in the 1600s, but found a way to enter the demon realm. We can decipher the story of Caleb's death from the paintings inside Philip's mindscape in Hollow Mind. There, we learned Caleb and Philip traveled to the demon realm. Even though they originally went as witch hunters, Caleb fell in love with a witch and had a romantic relationship with her. This angered Philip because he still despised witches. We can tell here that Caleb and his girlfriend had some fun, and this drove Philip off the edge and he ended up murdering Caleb, though his witch girlfriend escaped. I will just call his witch girlfriend Evelyn. There's proof that her name was Evelyn from what Philip says as he crushes Flapjack in thanks to them.
Goodbye, Evelyn.
The fact that Philip says goodbye Evelyn could be that Evelyn carved Flapjack or that she carved Flapjack with Caleb, and that Flapjack was the last thing remaining that reminded Philip of Evelyn. In addition, the fact that Ida simply found the portal door dug down in the dirt right by her house makes me believe that Caleb and Evelyn are her ancestors, and that they dug it down so close to the Clawthorn household for convenience. Now I'm moving into the actual point of this video. I believe in the theory that Evelyn was a Clawthorn, but there was one question that was brought to me. Is Evelyn the ancestor of Dell or Gwendolyn? There might be more proof on one side than the other, but both Dell and Gwendolyn have relations that could connect to Evelyn and Caleb, so I'm going to name them all and come to a conclusion. A thing many fans conclude on is that Dell simply looks like Caleb, with his nose and his hair, and especially his beard considering its similarity to Philip's beard in Elsewhere and Elsewhen. Honestly, that's a fair reason, but I do have some more information I've collected. Also, the fact that Dell's talisman looks a lot like Flapjack is a thing worth mentioning. They also have matching scars, and they're adorable. The first time we learn there has been another human in Bonesborough is in the episode Keeping Up Appearances. At the end of the episode, Gwendolyn says this.
You're not the only human to have lived in Bonesborough. My great-grandmother told me about a human who once lived here, but one day he just vanished. Rumor has it he left something in the library.
By this, I am positive she's referring to Philip because he donated his diary, but when I researched this, I saw someone who believed she was referring to Caleb. I'm pretty sure it's Philip though. In the episode Elsewhere and Elsewhen, we learned that the reason Ida avoids Dell is because she ruined his talisman making abilities, that the Clawthorn family is known for carving talisman and that Dell was an excellent carver. This leads me back to thanks to them when Philip says this.
Goodbye, Evelyn.
It leads me to believe that Evelyn and Caleb carved Flapjack. We can also see Caleb carving a mask for young Philip in Hollow Mind, leading me to believe that the carving talisman tradition is something Caleb participated in. The last thing, I wouldn't really say it's very relevant, but I guess it's important enough to mention. Ida's proper name is Edalyn, her mother's name is Gwendolyn, and at last, Evelyn. It could be proof that Gwendolyn's side of the family has this pattern with naming their daughters, but that wouldn't add up when we put Lilith in the equation. So, although Gwendolyn is the one to mention having great-grandparents that knew of a human in Bonesborough, my conclusion is that Caleb and Evelyn are most likely the ancestors of Dell Clawthorn. Thank you for watching, and let me know if there was something I missed. I love getting comments, so please let me know your own conclusions.
Bye!